So, hello and welcome, guys. This is Ashutosh, your host, and I welcome you all in this new video tutorial segment of Basic Electrical Engineering. So, guys, today we are going to learn Norton's theorem, and this is the theorem, okay, which is going to be learned after Thevenin's theorem. So, guys, we will first see the statement. What is the statement of Norton's theorem? You can see over here any two terminal active network containing voltage source resistance when viewed from its output terminals is equivalent to a constant current source and a parallel resistance. The constant current source is equal to the current which would flow in a short circuit placed across the terminals, and parallel resistance is the resistance of the network when viewed from these open circuited terminals. So guys, another statement you can see over here. This is the another statement here you can see over here. Any combination of linear bilateral circuit element and active sources regardless of its the connection or complexity connected to a given load. RL can be replaced by a simple two terminal network consisting of a single current source that is called Norton's current source, as you can see over here, and it will be written as IN amperes and a single impedance or resistance RN or R equivalent in parallel with it across the two terminals of the load resistance, and the IN is also called the short circuit current flowing through the short circuited path replaced instead of RL, and it is also called Norton's current. So guys, here you can see over here on your screen, this is the equivalent diagram of Norton's theorem. We have seen the equivalent diagram of Thevenin's theorem. So there was a voltage source VTH was in series with the Thevenin's resistance, but here a current source that is called Norton's current source in parallel with the resistance, as you can see over here. This is also called Norton's resistance, and this is short circuit current you can see over here. So guys, this is the equivalent circuit. At last we draw the equivalent circuit, and you can see over here, if I erase all this, so you can see over here, this is the problem. Okay, we will see the problem how to solve. So first off, before solving any numerical, we will see the steps, the different steps of solving Norton's theorem. So how to Nortonize a circuit, we can see over here how to Nortonize a given circuit. So this is the procedure you can see over here. The first one is there will be a load resistance. So the first step, remove the resistance if any across the two given terminals and put a short circuit across them. So guys, in Thevenin's theorem, we remove load resistance and the circuit was open circuited, but here remove load resistance and then put a short circuit across the terminals. This is the important point. Then second, compute the short circuit current, calculate. This is also called Norton's current and short circuit current, both are same. Then third step, remove all the voltage sources but retain their internal resistances if any. Similarly, remove all current sources and replace all current source with open circuits because its internal resistance is infinite. Okay, and you know the ideal voltage source has its internal resistance 0 and ideal current source has its internal resistance infinite. So voltage source will be replaced, okay, from its internal resistance, that is a short circuit, 0 resistance, and current source will be replaced by open circuited terminal, okay, because its internal resistance is infinite. And then next procedure is next find the equivalent resistance or Rn or RTH. The procedure of finding Rn is same of the network as looked into from the given terminals. It is exactly the same RTH. So guys, the procedure of finding Rn is same. And the fifth point, the current source I is joined in parallel, and after finding all the parameters, finding out all the parameters, we draw the equivalent diagram, and then we find out current, load current, and the formula for load current is equal to Norton's current, IN into Rn upon Rn plus RL. You can see over here in the previous equivalent diagram, you can see over here. Here RL is also be reconnected like in this fashion. Okay, this will be RL and this will be Rn. Now a load current will flow through this RL, and then current division formula is applied. So we got the load current in this branch. In this branch, the load current will flow. So we can write IL equal to total current ISC or IN. This is the total current IN. We write IN into, okay, we are finding the current in this branch, so this resistance will be written first. So Rn, write Rn upon Rn plus RL, Rn plus RL. So this will be the load current, you can see over here. Okay, so guys, we will move to the next slide. So guys, this is the problem of Norton's theorem. You can see over here, there is a source of 12 volt, voltage source is connected, then resistance 2 ohm, then 3 ohm, 6 ohms are connected, and across these two terminals A and B, the load resistance is given, which is connected 1.5 ohm. So guys, the question is find Rn, In, the current flowing through the load voltage across the load resistor by using Norton's theorem. So guys, यहाँ पर सबसे पहले what you have to do, remove RL. The first step of finding this Rn and In is the remove load resistance and place a short circuit. As you can see in the second slide, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं guys, जो terminals हैं A और B जो दिया हुआ है, that is okay replaced by a short circuit. Okay, here a short circuit current will flow, that will be called IN or ISC. Norton's current इसी को कहेंगे. This will be called Norton's current, and the value of this current is to be find out. Okay, यही value आपको find करनी है. So guys, and then you have to apply the second step, find this current. The second step, then you can also apply KVL or you can use reduction method. Okay, so by any method also you can apply KCL or nodal analysis method, and then you have to find out this current. So we will see the next slide how it is find out. आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं guys, here it is applied the reduction method. Okay, reduction method, when it is got short circuited, then we can find out the R equivalent. 6 3 will be in parallel, and the series resistance 2 ohm will be added. In combination of these resistances 6 और 3 parallel combination होंगे, और इसीलिए इनका जो पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन बनेगा वो 2 होगा, और 2 के साथ सीरीज में आएगा, तो ये इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस 4 ओम होगा. और गाइस, फिर आप करंट फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, टोटल करंट इक्वल टू V अपॉन R इक्विवेलेंट. दिस इज नॉट नॉर्टन्स इक्विवेलेंट. ओके, यू मस्ट रिमेंबर दिस R इक्विवेलेंट इज नॉट द Rn और RTH. ओके, दैट इज डिफरेंट थिंग. सो हियर IT आप फाइंड करने के लिए IT आपने ये R इक्विवेलेंट फाइंड किया है, और V अपॉन RT, सो 12 वोल्ट वोल्टेज सोर्स है डिवाइडेड बाई R इक्विवेलेंट 4, ये आपने करंट फाइंड करने के लिए किया है. सो दिस इज द करंट 3 एम्पियर विल बी द नॉर्टन्स करंट, सॉरी टोटल करंट. 3 एम्पियर विल बी द टोटल करंट एंड देन नॉर्टन्स करंट. सो गाइस, अब क्या होगा, यहाँ से 3 एम्पियर करंट जब यहाँ से फ्लो होगा, when this 3 ampere will flow through this, so it will be divided from here, from this node. Okay, so we have to apply current division method. So guys, एक current यहाँ जाएगा 3 ohms में and one current will flow through this resistance in 6 ohm. तो आपको find करना है इस 3 ohm branch में how much current will flow, कितना current flow होगा. So you can apply current division method, total current, write total current into, आप इस branch में find कर रहे हैं. So इसका front resistance 6 ohm, right 6 ohm, okay, divided by 3 plus 6. Okay, so it will become 2 ampere. So the Norton's current or short circuit current will be 2 ampere. Okay, so this is the Norton's current. Okay, now see in the second slide. So guys, Norton's equivalent. तो अब आपको guys क्या करना पड़ेगा, remove करना पड़ेगा. The procedure of finding RN is the same. Okay, for finding RN, okay, यहाँ पर आपको RL को remove करना पड़ेगा. Now don't put a short circuit. Okay, अब आपको short circuit नहीं करना है. Okay, must remember. Now you have to see from here. Okay, keep an eye from here, and then you have to start reducing the resistance from here, this terminal. And also एक बैटरी लगी हुई थी, आप देख सकते हैं 12 वोल्ट की बैटरी है. सो ये आपको प्लेस करना है, रिप्लेस करना है शॉर्ट सर्किट से. सो पुट ए शॉर्ट सर्किट. Okay, because this is the ideal internal resistance 0. Okay, and therefore it will be short circuited, and now you have to reduce, okay, from here. Okay, the end point you can see from here. And what is the end point? This is the end point. Okay, extreme left. So now start reducing resistance from here. So 6 and 2 will be in parallel. Okay, 6 2 ja 12 divided by 6 2 plus 8. Okay, so the parallel combination will be added in series with 3 ohm. 3 ohm का जो resistance है वो series में होगा, and Norton's equivalent आपके पास आंसर होगा 4.5 ohm. So you have got the resistance. Now this is the Norton's equivalent or Thevenin's equivalent, same 4.5 ohm. Now see the equivalent diagram. So guys, now you have to connect Norton's current source. Okay, this is the Norton's current source. You have to connect the IN, that is 2 ampere in upward direction. Then in parallel of this 4.5 ohm resistance is to be connected, and this is RN. Okay, and also at last you have to reconnect the load resistance across A and B. And what was the load resistance? 1.5. Okay, so you have to reconnect the load resistance, and the value of load resistance was 1.5. And now guys, आपको find करना है load current. ये find किया है, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर. Okay, 2 ampere current source, 4.5 ohm, RN, and then RL. So अब आपको apply करना है, you have to apply IL equal to IN into RN upon RN plus RL, and this is from current division formula. So 2 into आपको ये वाला जो load current will flow through this resistance. So write down 4.5 divided by 4.5 plus 1.5, and it will become 1.5 ampere. So guys, this is the load current final answer. So now you have solved Norton's theorem. Okay, you have solved a problem by applying Norton's theorem. So this is guys Norton's equivalent diagram, and you can see this is the load current. Okay, so guys, here you can see a problem. Okay, the circuit is already given over here. Okay, this is the problem. This was the problem. So here we have to apply Norton's theorem and find out the load current flowing through the load. So guys, this is the problem, and we have to, and these are the terminals A and B where RL is connected. This is called RL, load resistance of 5 ohm, and 20 volt extreme left 20 volt voltage source is connected, and there are resistances connected in this fashion. Okay, now you have to apply Norton's theorem and find out the equivalent diagram first, and then load current. So guys, first step you already know. पहला जो स्टेप है आप जानते हैं कि लोड करंट को रिमूव करना पड़ता है और उसके जगह पर एक शॉर्ट सर्किट प्लेस करना पड़ता है. सो गाइस, now remove that load resistance and place a short circuit. So now what happens? from A to B, a current will flow that will be called short circuit current or Norton's current. It will be called also called Norton's current और इसी को आप शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट भी कहेंगे. सो गाइस, अब आपको यहाँ पर KVL आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द करंट. So by applying KVL or nodal analysis or a reduction method, you can find out the value of current. So यहाँ पर देखिए रिडक्शन मेथड अप्लाई किया हुआ है. आप KVL अप्लाई कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर. सो गाइस, जब आप शॉर्ट सर्किट करेंगे तो ये 10 ओम का जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो शॉर्ट सर्किट के पैरेलल में है. दिस रेजिस्टेंस इज राइट अक्रॉस दिस शॉर्ट सर्किट, सो नो करंट विल फ्लो थ्रू दिस 10 ohm. So you have to eliminate this resistance from the circuit. Okay, now this resistance, okay, will be eliminated from the circuit because no current will flow. इस 10 ohm के रेजिस्टेंस से कोई भी करंट फ्लो नहीं होगी क्योंकि ये राइट अक्रॉस पैरेलल में कनेक्टेड है इस शॉर्ट सर्किट के. सो गाइस, नाउ यू कैन सी, तो जो करंट होगा ये वाला रेजिस्टेंस अब आपको एलिमिनेट करना पड़ेगा. सो एलिमिनेट दिस. Okay, remove this resistance from the circuit, and then 8 ohm and 4 ohm are connected in parallel. So guys, अब आपको current find करना है. First find out the total current. So equivalent resistance 4 और 8 का combination आपको लेना पड़ेगा. The combination parallel resistance of 4 and 8 ohm plus the series resistance 4 ohm. So total resistance आपके पास होगा 20/3 और बैटरी की वैल्यू है 20 वोल्ट. सो टोटल करंट होगा गाइस, ओके, यू कैन फाइंड आउट टोटल करंट जो होगा वो 20 डिवाइडेड बाई 20/3. ओके, ये 20 डिवाइडेड बाई होगा गाइस, है ना, यहाँ 20 डिवाइडेड बाई V अपॉन R इक्विवेलेंट. तो 20 डिवाइडेड बाई 20/3, सो 3 एम्पियर जो है वो टोटल एम्पियर आ जाएगा. नाउ यू हैव टू अप्लाई करंट डिवीजन. सो गाइस, टोटल एम्पियर 3 है जो यहाँ से चलेगा. Okay, 3 ampere will flow and now it will be divided from this node. एक करंट यहाँ से पास होगा जिसकी वैल्यू आपको फाइंड करनी है. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट दिस वैल्यू. और एक करंट 4 ओम से पास होगा. तो अब आपको यहाँ पर करंट डिवीजन अप्लाई करना है. तो गाइस, टोटल करंट 3 एम्पियर इनटू इस ब्रांच में फाइंड करना है. यू आर फाइंडिंग आउट द करंट इन दिस ब्रांच. सो राइट द फ्रंट रेजिस्टेंस फर्स्ट. सो 4 ohm will be written first. And then 4 plus 8, 12. So guys, 12 divided by 12, it will become 1 ampere. तो नॉर्टन्स करंट की वैल्यू हो जाएगी जो A से B या 8 ओम में जो फ्लो होने वाली करंट है वही नॉर्टन्स करंट होगी और उसकी वैल्यू 1 एम्पियर होगी. दिस विल बी कॉल्ड नॉर्टन्स करंट और शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट. ओके, सो गाइस, यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं. नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ R equivalent, that is Norton's equivalent and also called Thevenin's equivalent. तो आपको इसके लिए क्या करना है? You have to remove load resistance from here, from these terminals, okay, and do not connect any short circuit. Do not place this circuit here across this terminal a short circuit. And now see from here. So from extreme left you have to solve, and battery will be replaced by its short circuit. Okay, so we have by its internal resistance. So we have already replaced this battery by its internal resistance, and then now start solving the reducing the resistances. Okay, so this 4 and 4 will be in parallel. Okay, then 4 into 4, 16, 4 plus 4, 8, 2. Now 2 and 8 will be in series. 8 plus 2, 10, and then 10 and 10 will be in parallel. So there will be 10 into 10, 100, divide by 10 plus 10, 20. So it will become 5 ohm. You can see over here. So guys, यहाँ से आप प्राप्त कर सकते हैं नॉर्टन्स इक्विवेलेंट. दिस इज द नॉर्टन्स इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस और इसको आप थेवेनिन्स रेजिस्टेंस भी कह सकते हैं. ओके, now we will see the equivalent diagram. So guys, equivalent diagram क्या बनेगा? ये बनेगा. Okay, this is the final equivalent diagram you can draw. This is the Norton's current source 1 ampere, then Rn is 5 ohm, and then RL is again reconnected across these terminal, and now you can find out the current, okay, flowing through this load resistance. Okay, इसमें जो current flow होगा उसकी वैल्यू IL. So you already know the formula. Total current 1 ampere into 5. This resistance will be written over here first. 5/5 plus 5। ओके सो गाइस आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं क्योंकि ये करंट डिवाइड होगी हाफ हाफ में, तो 0.5 एम्पियर वैसे आंसर है। ओके अगर आपने सॉल्व किया है तो 0.5 एम्पियर, 5 plus 5 10, ओके एंड दिस इज 5 सो 0.5 एम्पियर। या आप ऐसे ही यू कैन गेस बिकॉज द वैल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टेंसेस आर सेम, so this 1 ampere current will be divided, okay, half in these resistances, so the value of load current will be 0.5 ampere. So guys, now we have already solved a numerical, okay, by using Norton's theorem, and now we will meet in our new video tutorial class of BEE. So guys, that's it for today. I have already drawn the circuit in Multisim software. You can see over here, this is the problem, 12 volt voltage source I have written over here. I have taken 12 volt, okay, as you can see here, 12 volt supply, then 2 ohm resistance is this R1, this is R2, this is R3, and here terminals A and B, and where I have connected a ammeter. This is a multimeter and it is working like a meter. So first we will go through our PPT and we will solve the problem step by step. So this was the problem. Now what is the step number 1 of solving Norton's theorem? So first step is short circuit, remove this load resistance temporarily. Remove this load resistance, as you can see, which is connected across A and B. So remove this load resistance temporarily and place a short circuit across A and B. So this will be the circuit. Okay, the circuit will look like this type of, where A and B is short circuited. This is the circuit, and a load resistance is removed temporarily. Now guys, we have to find out the current flowing through in this resistance 3 ohm and from A to B. The current in this branch, the current flowing through towards A to B, from A towards B, that will be called Norton's current or short circuit current. So next is this, okay, whether we can apply KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, mesh analysis, or you can use nodal analysis for finding this current. Okay, so we have used here reduction method. So first we have found out the equivalent resistance, okay, and the current IT. Okay, so we have found, and the Norton's current we have find out 2 ampere is the current. Okay, you can also apply KVL here and nodal analysis. So what we have done here, we have find out the resistance, equivalent resistance. So basically 3 and 6 will be in parallel. Okay, this is closed, A and B is closed through this short circuit, so we have to reduce this circuit. Then 6 and 3 are in parallel in series with the 2 ohm resistance. So 6 3s are 18, 6 plus 3 9. So this becomes 2 ohm. Then 2 in series. So 2 plus 2. The combination of these two resistances becomes 2 ohm. So 2 plus 2 equal to 4 ohm. Now we will find out the current. So I equal to 12 volt divided by current. Voltage divided by resistance. Resistance. So 12 divided by 4. This is the resistance 4, 12 is the voltage source. So total current becomes 3 ampere, and now we will use a current division method. The total current supplied by this 12 volt source is 3 ampere. Now it will be divided from here. At this node it will be divided and it will flow in 2 circuits. One in this path, one will flow in this path. So we have to find out, okay, in this a path, the current flowing in this path, 3 ohm branch. So we have used here current division method. Total current, what is the formula for that? We have to find out the current in this branch, 3 ohm branch. So total current 3 ampere into the resistance in front of this branch is 6 ohm. Okay, so 6 will come first. 6 divided by 3 plus 6 equal to 2 ampere. So this is the Norton's current. This will be called the current flowing in this branch A to B is called Norton's current or short circuit current. Now come to this point. Now we have to find out the Norton's resistance. Norton's resistance or Thevenin's resistance. So basically the procedure is same. We have to remove voltage source from here and place a short circuit in this branch. Okay, remove voltage source, place a short circuit, and also remove load resistance, and then reduction of resistance will start from here. Okay, at this end, at the left side end. So here basically 6 and 2 are in parallel. 6 and 2 are in parallel, then in series with this resistance 3 ohm. So 6 2s are 12, divided by 6 plus 2 8. So it becomes 1.5 plus 3. So Norton's resistance or Thevenin's resistance. So in this theorem it will be called Norton's resistance. So it becomes 4.5 ohm. Okay. So basically the procedure of finding Norton's resistance is same what was during Thevenin's theorem, or the same at here of finding Norton's resistance. Now we will move further. So this will be the Norton's equivalent circuit. We already find out, okay, the Norton's current. So this will be the Norton's current, upward direction 2 ampere, and the Thevenin's resistance or Norton's resistance 4.5 ohm in parallel with this branch. And now we have to connect, and these are the two terminals. Now we have to connect the load resistance again across these terminals. Okay, so basically our equivalent diagram becomes like this: 2 ampere, this is Rn, this is In, Rn, RL. This is the load resistance 1.5. Now we know the current 2 ampere. Now we have to find out the load current, the current flowing in this branch, load resistance. So it becomes, now we will apply current division method, current division rule. So total current In, this is the In, total current In into Rn, 4.5 is the Rn, divided by Rn plus RL, 4.5 plus 1.5. So it becomes 1.5 ampere load current. So this was the solution of numerical. Now we will move towards our simulation circuit. Now we have already drawn the circuit. This is the circuit. So first we have to find out the Norton's current. So guys, we have connected multimeter. This is the multimeter, and when you will click on the run button, it will show the value. So now it verifies by calculation. We already find out the value 2 ampere Norton's current, and this multimeter will tell, that is working as ammeter, will tell the reading of current 2 ampere. Okay, as here you can see 2 ampere is the answer. Okay, so this was the Norton's current or short circuit current. Now you can see, okay, now in the second circuit you can see here we have found out the Thevenin's resistance or Norton's resistance 4.5 ohm, what earlier we calculated. Now again we have to run the simulation, and this will tell you, run this simulation, and this will tell you the Norton's resistance. So this is the value, and we have selected the ohm meter. This multimeter is working as a ohm meter. So 4.5 ohm is the reading. You can see over here we have removed the voltage source, placed a short circuit across here, remove load resistance, and connect ammeter in this branch. So this will tell you the resistance, value of resistance 4.5 ohm. And finally you can see over here, this is the basically Norton's equivalent diagram we already drawn here. So this is the 2 ampere In, Norton's current. This is, you can write over here the name R N. This is Rn. Okay, so change Rn, and this is the RL, and you can click on the run button, and we have connected. We have to find out the load current, so we have connected a multimeter that is working as an ammeter in series with this load resistance, and whenever you click on this run button, it will tell you the load current 1.5 ampere. So basically it verifies the Norton's theorem. So guys, you can also simulate, you can also draw and construct the circuit of Norton's theorem by using multisim software and verify Norton's theorem. So that's it